Cute as a cupcake, where the cupcakes are more than just cute, they're delicious. Check them out at www.cuteasacupcake3.com. You can have cupcakes delivered directly to your door. So go to www.cuteasacupcake3.com. And if you're in the Northwest Indiana area, you can stop by the store itself, 2008 West 81st in Maryville, Indiana. That's Cute as a Cupcake, where the cupcakes are more than just cute, they're delicious. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I am your host, Kevin King. He is I, and I am him, the 800 Credit Score Man himself. And once again, thank each and every one of you for coming in and listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I truly appreciate you guys. So I've missed you for the last, 2-3 weeks when it comes to the month of July. So we had the show at the beginning of July. We absolutely had that show, right? And then we took a pause for the cause. Told you I was going to be off on the 11th to celebrate the life and love of Camille King, my daughter that's no longer with us. So we were off for a little bit. And then guess what happened? Guess what happened in probably the worst month that it could happen? The air went out in the studio. So I tried, you guys. I tried to sacrifice for you guys, come in the studio, do a show. But I'm sitting in the studio sweating, dripping all over the microphone and stuff, and the fans blowing in the back. It made for horrible sound, and I just couldn't do y'all like that. I just couldn't do it. But now it's fixed and we're back. So count on us being here every Saturday. We'll be here 1:30 Central, 2:30 East Coast time, and 11:30 a.m. on the West Coast. The 800 Credit Score Man Show is back. So you guys make sure you come in next Saturday. Check out, see what we're talking about as well when it comes to your credit, helping you increase your credit scores, which is going to do what? It's going to lower the interest rates that you pay, and it's going to save you money. So you come back and listen to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. Now look, go follow me. Wherever you listen to the show, you can follow. So if you follow on YouTube, you can hit the subscribe button on there. If it's iTunes, if it's Spotify, if you go to Spreaker.com, that's Spreaker, Spreaker.com, and follow me there. When a show pops up, you'll get a notification, let you know that a show is available. So, but count on us being back here every Saturday. And if for some unforeseen reason we're not here, listen to the old show. Go back and listen to a show with a topic that you might have missed or something that you needed to get more clarification on. Go back, listen to those old shows, all right? And then always just share the show, like the show, wherever you listen to it at, like the show, share the show with your family and your friends. We are all family here, so welcome to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. So I got to do a couple shout outs, right? It's been a long time. I don't have a whole bunch of shout outs because I eliminated a bunch of them. But I like to shout out, of course, the youngest among us. And since we are all family here, our very own Carter, yes, Carter of Kobe Cameron and Carter, celebrated his birthday on Thursday of this week. So happy birthday to you, son. I know you had a great day. A lot of surprises for you. Got your new bike, did the bouncy house thing, rode a horse, did a whole bunch of stuff for your 6th birthday. So happy 6th birthday to you, son. I am so proud of you. Daddy loves you for sure. And then I got to give a shout out to Jalen King, also my cousin, turned 9 years old while we was off. So happy birthday to you, Jalen, my man. Also, Lauren and London, the twins in my family, they celebrated a 9th birthday as well. So happy birthday to y'all too. Let me get a shout out to Tiffany Andrews too, of Gary, Indiana fame, of Lew Wallace High School fame. She celebrated her birthday this past week, so I want to say happy birthday to you, Tiffany Andrews. Keep doing your thing. Keep us all engaged. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I know this man's birthday simply because it is the same day as my parents' wedding anniversary. So I want to say to former President Barack Obama, whose birthday is coming up this week, happy birthday to you. If you tweet or anything of that nature, go tweet President Barack Obama this show. To let him know that the 800 Credit Score Man Show is on the air, and we thinking and we talking about him on these airways. Go tweet to him, and hopefully he'll retweet it, and then who knows how many people will learn of the 800 Credit Score Man Show. So do your thing for me, y'all. I appreciate it. I also want to say congratulations to my brother, Dr. Robert Lee King Jr., with his 840 credit score. So my brother reached 840 with his credit score just recently. By the time that we were off, I wouldn't tell this normally, but he tweeted about it. Not tweeted. He put it on Facebook that he got an 840. So I'm telling you all that, it can be done. Absolutely can be done. So congratulations to you, brother. And if you guys get your credit scores up, you want to see it, you want to celebrate it, let me know. I won't tell your whole name. I won't let the whole world know and all your relatives that you got that great credit score. But I do want to know. I want to celebrate you. So I celebrate you privately. So email me 800@creditscoreman.com. 800@creditscoreman.com. Email me so we can celebrate the increases that you have in your credit scores. All right. So what are we going to talk about today? Today we are going to talk about this pandemic a little bit, and we're going to talk about some of the things that have popped up that might or could potentially, if you will, hurt your credit score. So we're going to talk about that today on the show and some ways to prevent it, of course. And then we have a question of the day as well that we're going to dive into that talks about when you get that good credit score, what are you going to do with it? What's the plan for it when you get there? So we're going to talk about that today on the 800 Credit Score Man Show. And I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody that took advantage of that $100 credit evaluation that I did. I don't know how long ago now, a month ago it seems. Thank you all for taking advantage of that. So now you know where you are when it comes to your credit. Everybody that took advantage of that, you know where you're going. And maybe most importantly, you know how to get there. Now you have a plan and a strategy to get there, like GPS. So you put it in, you know what your destination is, and it's just a matter of getting there. How are we going to get there? So when you got your credit evaluation, gave you where you were, where you need to go, and then also that action plan to help you get there. I'm not making that offer again today, but if maybe not more than a handful of people contact me and you want to take advantage of that offer, I will extend it to this family, the 800 Credit Score Man Show family. So give me a holler. 800@creditscoreman.com. Let me know you want to take advantage of this. And if it's not too many people, I absolutely do it. I might just have to cut it off. And all this is just off the top of my head. I had no intention on doing that today. But yes, I will absolutely do that for you guys. We are family, like I said. So let's talk about this pandemic and what's going on. Don't let this pandemic kill your credit. Do not let this pandemic kill your credit. If you've been listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show, I don't care if it's been for 4 years or if it's been 4 months or it's been for 4 days. You've been listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. We have talked time and time again about how to protect your credit, especially when it comes from some outside forces, things that you had nothing to do with at all that may be infringing on your ability to make payments on your bills and things of that nature. So all different kinds of things impact your credit. And of course, making payments on your credit score is the most important. It has the heaviest weighting. Your payment history is 35% of what makes up your credit score. So it's extremely important that you make those payments, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today, about protecting yourself when it comes to that. So a couple more unforeseen, if you will, issues have popped up. Just yesterday, the extra $600 that you might have been getting if you were on unemployment expired. Yes, it expired yesterday, so you won't get that extra $600 a week, I believe it was. If you get 600 extra bucks a week, that's $2,400 in a month that you were getting that was extra on your unemployment. Hopefully it was enough to carry you over. Make sure you pay your rent. Make sure you paid your mortgage, things of that nature, as well as any of the other ancillary bills that you might have, especially those ones that show up on your credit score and the ones that keep your lights on and your phone on and things of that nature. So that expired yesterday. So those unemployment checks, they're going to be woefully short now than what you're used to getting. Because of this particular pandemic and what's going on. So hopefully you were prepared. You're prepared yourself over this time that you've been able to get those extra payments, or maybe you even found yourself a side hustle to bring in some additional money, or your job has called you back, or maybe you even found a new, better paying job during this time. So hopefully those things happen for you. If they didn't happen for you, as far as getting a new job or getting back to work and whatnot, hopefully you did prepare yourself for this time coming up. Now, of course, Congress is working on something. They all went home this weekend. I think they said the House has no intentions on coming back anytime soon until there's a deal to be made to get some additional money for unemployment. 40 to 50 million people are out of work still. So it's a big issue for everyone. It's a big issue for landlords. I mean, they got homes and you're living in them. And if you're not able to pay your rent, it's a big issue for them as well. So hopefully they'll come up with something that will help the American public out. And you'll be able to use that money to save some, or make sure you pay all your bills. Or if you got something to catch up on, maybe you'll be able to catch up on those bills as well. So that's what we're going to be talking about more in depth today on the show. So hopefully you did make some arrangements with your creditors. You made some arrangements with your creditors, whatever it is. And that could be anything from, deferred payments that they offered, many of which have expired in July as well. Or you got that student loan forbearance. Maybe you even got a new car with no payments for 90 days, something of that nature. So hopefully you took advantage of this. And so if you've been listening to the show and you did get your credit score way up and you were able to take advantage of those offers with vehicles with no payment for 90 days, or if you went out and bought new furniture or whatever it is and you didn't have to make any payments for a year, or some places are even doing 5 years where not necessarily you don't have a payment, but they're not charging you any interest on those things. So if you were able to take advantage of them, but you made arrangements with any of your creditors, whoever it is, whatever you had to do, hopefully you made arrangements with them. Some time ago, I did a show about protecting your credit through saving. So go back and listen to that show, protecting your credit through saving. So hopefully that strategy, if you will, would have paid off for you if you followed it during this particular time. If you followed that strategy about saving some money, it could have saved you at this point in time. So hopefully you didn't spend all of your savings during this time, but if you did, that's what it's there for. So I know you may feel bad. You didn't want to dip into it, and you might have had to dip into it, and you felt you worked so hard to save that money, but count it as a blessing to have had it at this particular time. I always say it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And you can use that saying for a lot of different things. You can use it for savings like we're talking about. You can use it for your credit. It's good to have your credit when you don't even need it. It's best to have it then and not wait till you absolutely need it. You can even say that about support from your family and friends, and a whole plethora of things to have that and not need it. But so make sure that you pay attention to all of those things. Now, the latest issue that has come about that really sparked the reason for us having this show today is that the post office, this is something that I didn't see coming, frankly. I didn't see this one coming. But the post office is slow delivering mail. So sometimes they are 2 to 3 weeks behind on delivering your mail, apparently. Okay? So we may not think that that's a big deal because maybe most of the time you're getting junk mail or whatever. However, when it comes to your bills, and if your bills are coming 2 to 3 weeks late, that could be an issue for you, and it could be an issue for your creditors. So that means the bills that you owe that come in the mail are getting to you late, and even sometimes after the due date, they're getting to you. So I know that me personally, I have one credit card. It's due on the 10th of the month. The bill typically arrives at my house the 29th or the 30th of the month prior. As a matter of fact, it came